today on working on the carburetor of this Grizzly. I did buy another carburetor off Amazon, but the first thing I'm going to do is check that the choke is working properly. Actually, a neighbor of mine actually works on these, well, motorcycles in general, and kind of conferred with him, and he agreed carburetor issues, but the thing will start and run idle fine. As soon as I hit the throttle, it cuts out. Now I can feather the throttle in and out and get it running, but it's running really poorly. This also feels really funky, like it just like doesn't seem to be doing anything right there, but then it like doesn't feel like it's really moving anything in the carburetor. So that kind of also lends to the theory that the throttle's not acting correct, or I mean the choke is not acting correct. I've already pulled off this side panel. Carburetor's right down in there. I'll probably have to remove the tank to actually work on it. The tank is full, regretfully. You know, I tried all the sea foam and gas additives, dumped out the corn gas and put in real gas, several things like that. Nothing seemed to work. Like I said, it idles fine. So I had this problem before. This is actually the second carburetor on this thing. A couple years ago I've done this. I just replaced the whole carburetor and it ran great for a couple years. But also my grandchildren come out here a lot and play with this, so they probably, I don't know, they're not strong enough to mess their choke up. So I think something just broke. So I won't blame them. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and remove these panels and then start seeing if I can get into the choke without removing the tank. Alright, pop the seat off. Got left side panel off. Right side panel off. Right here, this is the throttle area. So the throttle cable comes into here at the top, wraps around a petcock type of valve. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's the actual throttle mechanism that the cable pulls on inside of there. And the choke assembly is on the other side. Pretty sure I'm going to end up removing the tank, the air cleaner portion. Right through here is kind of where I put the carburetor in through before, so I'll probably be taking all that out. But for now, I think I'll just remove this cover next, and then remove this as well. This is pretty easy, just pops right off. Yeah, just pops right off. Okay, I got a hose here. There, that's off. You can see I worked on this thing. It's so clean in here still. This filter's still pretty new. Going to have to, up under this is a couple screws that hold this on, so get that off of there. Okay, got the gas tank cover off. Just that little plastic doodad there. Basically in the back it just pops on with these side clip things that are all kind of old, busted up. It actually had screws up in here, but I think it really should have the little snap-on rings. I think the last time this thing was put together I didn't have it. So I had to remove this, push it back so I could get to the screw points. But again, those should just be a little snap-on fastener. And I have some, so I'll change that out. Pull the tank. Got these two bolts here, I think is all that holds it. And I think there's some snaps or hooks that the tank slides down into and hooks into place. So I want to, again, I don't really want to remove the entire tank, but I got a feeling I'm going to have to. And I might have to drain it to do that, because the tank is a gravity feed to this switch, this valve, and yeah, So I think gas is going to go everywhere when I try to move that. We'll see where we get. Get some silly millimeter sockets. Ten. It's a 10. She's a 10. Wow. I can't believe I'm using a ratchet wrench when I have a drill. She's pretty heavy. Yeah. Wowzer. Really? So they have access holes to the front screws. I thought it was snap-on, but it is not. So, get an extension. Oh, I get it. Should be the same size. Should be a 10. Okay, never see that again. Yeah, that's convenient. Really don't like that. Ugh. Yep. Right, so. Yeah, it'd be really good if I could pull that out. Take that wire off. Yes, I will take this off. The goal is to leave the valve on the tank and move it up this way. So I don't know, maybe. I guess got to remove the fuel line off the carburetor. Guess I could show it to you. Oh, hey, that's an important part. Let's see. So, yeah, this is in the way, but there's, right here's the connection from this valve. Let's see if we can get you up in there. Let's see, right there. Boy, that's just a horrible angle. How about now? Boy, no matter what. So you see that clamp right there. That right there. That's where the fuel line is connected to the switch. So I got to remove that. That wasn't too bad. A little gas on the hands. So there's the line, there's the clamp I removed. These are really not the best clamps. These are some crappy clamps I got either at Harbor Freight or online. Really should replace them with some OE stuff. Now, set you back over here on the stove and see if I can get that tank worked out. So close! So close! Just can't quite get it there. So many little things for it to snag on, huh? Ooh, I think we got her. I think we got her whooped. Got the valve free of stuff for it to catch on. Yay! Success. And it's full of gas. Woo. So, alright. So here's the top of the carburetor. You know, I must have done this with the gas tank in last time because I don't remember struggling like that before. Must have done it all up underneath from here. Shoved it up in there. But with that out, this can come off. Yep, that just snaps all in. That could come out so I can get to the carburetor. Yep. Unsnap all that. Let's move this seat. Put that right there. Okay, I think I'm finding stuff that's disconnected on this. Maybe why it didn't run very good. Okay. Yeah, more parts. So I was rooting around in there. I found this disconnected, but maybe I pulled it off. I don't know. That goes there. And now I got this. Oh yeah, see that. Here's the choke right here. I don't know if you can see it from where you're at. But the suspected problem is not this. This is your throttle linkage. This is the choke. Look at that. It's just flopping around. Something's not connected correctly in there. Oh, well, actually, That might have fixed it right there. Because that's moving like it's supposed to now. Huh. That's not cool. Okay. Well, I would have to hook all the gas back up to see if that fixed it, but that might have been a lot of work for something I might have been able to do with just reaching in under the tank. But when you can't see what you're working on, it makes a big difference. Now then, I got it all apart. I did verify that the choke cable was loose from the carburetor. I think I showed you that. I temporarily threw the tank back up here and hooked it up to the carburetor. And let's see if there's anything else. I did make sure that wire was connected to some kind of thermal device. I'm not really sure what it is. It might be some sort of temperature sensor to protect the unit. Anyways, all right, so fuel on, choke on, ignition on, key on. Now it always did idle just fine. The real test is right here. Before it would just die right away, so that's all it was. It was the choke that was pulled out and stuck on, basically. Still running a little off, just because it hasn't ran in over a year, so pretty happy with that. Switch her off, put her back together. Oh well, I don't know if I was recording even, but I was able to get the tank straight in by taking this little control valve. It's just a knob. I took the knob off of the fuel switch, and it's just a Phillips screw, and so that allowed me to just set the tank straight in there. I won't go back over it. If I didn't get it recorded, I didn't get it recorded. It slid right in though. So I did lose one of the front bolts, so I have to go see if I have another one of those. It's down in the skid plate somewhere.